I used to come here when I was younger, and always had a fascination with this location, especially when you snuck in at night. That was fun. Anyway, I'd like to share a story today about. So I've got a lot of friends on Facebook that don't believe in God or don't believe in Jesus or have that type of upbringing, which is totally fine because I'm here for you and I love you like deeply. And I'd like you to get to know me and my understanding of my Father, my understanding of God and me, and etc. And so that's in part why I'm doing this. So, to help explain that further, I'd like to share with you an experience of how I talk to God and how I've heard Him in my spirit and how He has actively operated and moved in my life. So here I was, many years ago, I was in Little Rock, Arkansas. I was living there, and we were just about to embark, we being my young family, me, my wife, now ex-wife, and my son, who at the time was 4. And we were about to embark on a 2-hour drive to go and find a new place to live. We had just gone through a number of things and needed to just find a new haven, move away from the city, and just find some peace and comfort. And so I was at the gas pump. At that time in my life, we were broke. No way of going around it. We were very broke, just going day by day, and things were coming together. But it was an interesting time. With every decision, with every move, I would check in with the Spirit of God to see what direction I should go. I would just, mentally pray, God, what do you want me to do? And then I would listen, I would feel, I would hear responses within me. And then I would do it, and I would do it without a doubt, because over time I had come to learn and trust the voice in my head that I call God. So anyway, I pray, God, how much should I put in the tank to make it to this place that we had to go to 2 hours away? And the exact figure that he said was not enough. It wasn't enough to get me there and back, much less get me there. And I was like, God, that's not enough. And instantly in my spirit, he said, I'm going to take you all the way. And like that, I thought, miracle. It was like, it's going to happen somehow. Whether it's going to be the gas, suddenly coming back up, whether it's going to be the gas not going down, or however it happens. I knew that God was going to take me all the way because that was the faith that I had. So I set out on this journey, and we're driving. I didn't tell Angela the extent of the details. And so we're going along. And this is backwoods Arkansas. It's a 2-lane highway. There's houses every few miles. You might get a little splattering of a house or two, depending on where you were. And we were in that splattering area where there weren't many, but there were a few. And as I was going along, I was going up and down the hills, and finally it was, the gas tank was, the line was going down further, and I started to sputter out, like sputtering, and then it would go, and then sputter, and Angela looks over at me, and she was wondering why we were running out of gas. And I was like, don't worry, God's got us. Part of me was like, no, this is not going down like this. What is happening? What is happening? But the other part that knows my Father says, no, this is going to be perfectly all right. We sat in the car on the side of the road, moments, minutes, very short amount of time. And this car pulls up. This guy gets out and asks if we're okay. I explained to him what happened. And he said, hold on just 1 second. As he walks away, and he gets on his phone, and he's talking, saying some things that I couldn't quite hear. And then he comes back and he says, I'm in a big hurry. I'm late for a meeting I have to get to. But coincidentally, you ran out of gas in front of my wife's father's house. So I'm going to get going. I just called my father-in-law. If you look over there, he's going to be walking out of that doorway and down that long driveway up to your car any minute now. You're going to be all right. Take care. God bless. And he gets off in his car, drives away. And sure enough, I look to my left, and coming down this long driveway is this man with this hat, this big jug of gasoline. And it was not just a small thing of gasoline. It was a huge jug of gasoline that, well, he came over and he filled me up. He filled up my gas tank all the way. And he would not accept any money. This is how God took me all the way. And I stepped out in faith, knowing that he would. Now, what I want my Christian friends to understand is that for someone who has faith alone, and belief that life will work out for them, these types of events will happen just the same. For my Hindu friends that might believe in, a certain god, this, that, or the other thing, I know some of my friends, I think, believe in Mother Gaia. One friend told me one time, well, I prayed to Mother Gaia and I got, someone helped me just like that. Well, the thing is, it is faith itself is a substance, is a muscle that we can flex. And then these things happen. These things naturally, wonderfully happen. Yes, God does move through these ways, but don't be deceived into thinking that is strictly the hand of God. It is us. It is our measure of faith. It is the way this existence works naturally. It is the natural order of things and how they fall into place within our lives. The same type of thing would happen for any person of belief, regardless of their belief. Because we have power. Because we are divine beings. Because we are energy. We attract people and events to us with our thought, with our fear, and with our passion and our faith. It's the beautiful part of what we are as a creature. And that's what I'm here to teach people. Now, for my non-Christian friends who totally understand energy and understand, the other spiritual aspects of ourselves, please know that there is a cleansing coming to this beautiful spiritual creature that we are. And when you see California go into the sea, take heart, take my words seriously. Even before then, the days that you have, we don't know the number of days that we each have. And I wish all my friends long life till the end, and soon we'll be out of this rat cage of what we think existence is, and into glory right here on earth as we transform this place into paradise with our words, our thoughts, and our minds and our imaginations. As we grow them to life, Heaven is at hand. It's here. It's now. It's within you and I, within our imaginations, within the words that we're speaking forth right now. I hope this was an interesting run through the cemetery. And I hope it brought life to all those dead bones. Bless you in the name of God. Christian Love signing off.